So we've jumped forward to the end of the January transfer window and it's all gone pretty swimmingly and the Champions League draw's been done. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to the Folks and Victor Save, and we start on the screen of Pablo. I'm Cultured Left Foot, pleasure to have you with me, all of that stuff. We start on the screen of Pablinho. If you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen that there was a bit of a bidding situation going on for him, and he's moved for £102 million to Bayern Munich in Germany. Now, basically, we got offered around about 60, I think. We're in the January transfer window, 31st of January. We got offered about 60 million from about 4 different teams in December. And that started a bidding war. We rejected them, increased it, rejected them, increased it, rejected them, increased it. And Bayern Munich settled on £102 million. And then we got into the 1st of January. So I accepted this £102 million. And then there was lots of bids from Juventus, Madrid. There was another, Lyon, I think, as well, came in for him on a free transfer on a Bosman ruling. He had already made up his mind that he wasn't going to sign a new contract with us. So we cashed in £102 million, straight cash, no instalments, no extras, literally £102 million straight off the bat. Now, we paid £18 million for him, and he was having a pretty decent season, but I'm not going to stop at £102 million. I'm not going to get in the way of that. So he has gone. There he is, Pablinho, a very good striker, elite striker. He will do well for Bayern Munich, but he was getting game time because Charlie Chalk was injured. And turns out we don't really need Pablinho because, well, we've got Sabe, who can play on the left. Sabe on the left, which means Osmani can just go up front. And Osmani's really quite good up front. If we look at his recent form, yeah, so he didn't score in the last game, but scored 2 against Burnley, scored one, injured light training. So, yeah, as you can see, in advanced forward, he's actually doing pretty damn well. And I'm happy about that. But just to make sure that we weren't going to be short up front, we brought in a new striker called Edson Luiz, who I think could well be another Pablinho. Very good attributes on here. Decent stats coming from Brazil as well. 19.25 million. We paid a release fee for him. He went to Benfica and he didn't really struggle. He played very well for their second team and had 3 appearances, got a 7.10 in the first season at Benfica. They sold him for a profit to Sao Paulo, where he pretty much ripped it up, who then sold him for a bigger profit to Gremio, and he's just kept scoring goals, and he's already got 1 in his first 2 appearances for us. He did also pick up an injury, which is a bit annoying, but that's it at the moment. When we look at transfer history, we've sent Joe Page out. You've gone on loan. You've gone on loan to Wigan after you're a certified Vietnamese international, Joe, which is great. So you've gone out to Wigan on loan. And the only other one was Paul Swanson, who's gone out on loan. But other than that, it's been very quiet this January. So we've come back for deadline day because everyone knows I love a bit of a deadline day deal. But I'm not actually looking for anyone. I was looking for maybe some outs rather than more ins. So Juan Cruz Fernandez potentially could leave. Hilario Yepes had some interest from Newcastle, but that's cooled down. But generally, it's all gone really well. Gunlaugson and Revy were knackered, so they're going to be on holiday for the next game against Bournemouth, which we'll do live on camera in a minute. But yeah, overall, it's going okay. Results-wise, we have like this. So we were last together for our. We've gone through loads of games. The last Champions League group game, 2-0 win to beat Norwich 2-0, who were top. Beat Everton 3-0 in the FL Cup. Drew with Bournemouth 3-3. Beat Everton again 3-0. Beat Man United 2-0. Drew with Nottingham Forest 0-0. Beat Notts County 3-1. Drew with Tottenham in the FL Cup semi-final 1-1. Beat Man City. Beat Fulham. Beat Ipswich. Drew with Southampton. Smashed Burnley 6-0. And just lost on penalties to Tottenham in the League Cup semi-finals. And, well, coming up, we have Atletico Madrid. So what we're probably going to do is actually play that first game offline and come back for the second leg and a game against Leeds United, who are back in the Premier League, much like real life. And yeah, we'll come. The next episode after this one will be those 2 games there. But it is getting towards crunch time in the season. We are 4 points off Chelsea, who also have a game in hand, so they're probably going to win the league. Norwich still flying high in second. Haven't drawn a game this season, but have won 18 and lost 7. So we're hanging on by our draws, to be honest. But we'll have to see how it goes. But let's get into deadline day and we'll see if anything happens. Well, there we have it. Nothing happened on deadline day at all involving us. Man United with the biggest spenders, 104 million. They bought in Alessio Perfetti, another striker to add to their list. Pablinho, obviously 102 million, was the biggest deal. And Ali Sessinjoju was moved from Lazio. Wow, I could have done with buying him. I need a right winger to compete with Chia. I probably would have paid 79 million for him. He is absolutely incredible. Where did he come from? Lazio. Oh my god. He was really good. My scouts didn't report back to about him. 6 million they bought him for. That's a bargain. Wow. Well, there you go. We've missed out on a pretty good player. We'll be back for the game against Bournemouth, which will be the end of the episode after we've done that. It only looks like a quick short one, but you never know. With deadline day, you never ever know. I'm pretty sure we've registered everybody. Yes, we have, because Edson Luiz is in for Pablinho, who's left. And yeah, back for the Bournemouth game at the Eddie Howe Arena. Ridiculous name. So here we are then for the game against Bournemouth, and injuries are piling up, annoyingly. Sarbe is now injured as well. So Osmani's going to have to drop back to left wing, and we're going to start Firmino up front in this one. So we'll look at Ramos in goal. Teko in because Gunnlaugson's, I've sent him on a week's holiday. Gashi, Alabi and Volta at the back. Del Bianco. Adele comes in because Revi's on a week holiday as well. Cheer on the right. Taylor through the middle. Osmani on the left. And Firmino up front. He gets a start to see what he can do. Edson Luiz hasn't recovered from his injury yet. Oscar Cano's out. Chalk's out. Sarbe's out as well. So yeah, some mounting injuries are happening. And who's interested in Ramos? But FC Barcelona want Ramos. Walters wanted by Tottenham. Cheers wanted by Man City still. Yeah, interesting stuff. Is this going to be the year? Let me know in the comments. Is this going to be the season that we win the Champions League? That is what we're chucking all of our effort into doing this year, is winning the Champions League. So they have... Oh, Thiago Almada still playing. Wow, very nice. But yes, should be a game that we win. But it's Bournemouth, so who knows? They're quite a bit all over the place. I'm going to say I expect nothing but a win from this match. They probably won't. They didn't like that too much. But really, the form we've been in and the way we've been playing over the last couple of seasons, we should be beating Bournemouth quite easily. Early highlight then, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Osmani pressuring the ball. Can into Desmet. Back to Can. Back to Sabia, who's pressured by Osmani again, who does rob the ball, and now Firmino's got to give him a run. Although, well, he doesn't have to because Osmani's going to go all on his own. Terrible shot. And, well, 3 minutes in, we've had the first shot, but it wasn't very good. Teko's injured as well. We didn't need that. Almeida, back to Helen. Enrique, Helen. Goes long to Desmet, and they could have an overlap here, because Desmet's in. He's got a man through the middle. It's Pacour. Good tackle from Alabe, but he didn't get enough on it, and Pacour's shot goes past the post. El Bianco into Osmani. Looks for the through ball, but intercepted. Can. Morales. All the way back to Stulp. Stulp to Helen. Helen out to Can. Can back to Morales, Sabia. You can see Bournemouth trying to play the passing football out the back. They signed to get around our press. That's a good ball over the top though, and Alabe can't chase. Pacour's in. It's 1-0 Bournemouth. Well, bloody hell. The counter-attack from Bournemouth, they kept the ball at the back, waited for the opportunity for the ball over the top. And it came here. It was a race. Put it over the top, and Pacour just accelerated in behind. Good first touch. Brought it down. Ramos, really no chance from that sort of range on a 1-to-1. Teko with a throw-in into Taylor. Back to Adele. Adele keeps going into the box. Adele shoots. Oh, absolute rocket. Second goal of the season for him, and it's immediately 1-1. Didn't even get the chance to say anything as a shout, but Adele has made it 1-1. Stulp beaten for pure power. That looked like there. James Taylor laid it back to Adele. He just accelerated into the box. No one could keep up with him. Got on that left foot and bang. No saving that. Roncato with a throw. Desmet for Bournemouth. Tackled by Adele, but he gets the ball back into Almeida. Race leaves it. Can with a shot. Ramos saves it onto the post. And Bournemouth keep the ball. Sabia into Morales. And nothing happens from that one. But Bournemouth showing they're here to not just defend, as their tactic suggests, but they are here on the up. Walter comes forward. Del Bianco. Taylor. Del Bianco. Ball across. Javier Cheer's just forced wide. Gets the cross in. Osmani try to head it back down. Taylor. Cheer again outside of the post and hits the side netting. 10 minutes to go in the first half. It's been pretty equal, but Cheer picking up a knock. Teko picking up a knock. Not what we need at this point. Half time 1-1 and we're picking up knocks all over the place. Assertively, I'm far from pleased. And then again, we'll stick assertively and say they all have the ability to make a real difference. So go out there and show it. But we need to be worried about these injuries. Teko 80%, Cheer 79%, so they should be okay to carry on for a little bit longer. The interesting one is Teko. We could bring on Reynolds for Teko and put Alabia right back. I think that's something we might have to look at doing. Teko with the throw in into Taylor, back to Teko, into Adele. Adele to Cheer. Cheer's robbed by Roncato. Roncato through. Packer again showing that pace to run in off the back of the defenders. Ramos with a good save. 5 minutes into the second half and Bournemouth start it better than us. Corner, Almeida puts it in. Gashi heads it away. Desmet forced backwards. Sabia picks it up into Morales and nothing happens. I think we are going to make some substitutions here because the two injured players really aren't playing well. So Teko off, Reynolds on, Alabi out to right back and Javier Cheer off. It's going to have to be Paulo Cesar, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. He's not profound to play there, but we'll give it a go. Paulo Cesar, free kick. Fires it in. Tries to meet Gashi. Paco brings it away. Almeida. Almada. It's Thiago Almada. I don't know why I'm getting that one wrong. Tackled by Osmani really well. Goes up towards Firmino. Holds it up to Del Bianco, but a poor pass. And right there, Sabia. Helen. Robbed by Firmino. Firmino's through one-on-one. Firmino round the goalkeeper. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. 2-1 Folkestone Invicta. Firmino gets his 4th goal of the season. And that makes it 2-1 at Folkestone. It was just dallied on the ball by Helen and Firmino robbed in. This was his game to shine and show he can be one of our striking options. Goes around the goalkeeper really well. And Firmino makes it 2-1. Stilp with a goal kick. Paulo Cesar brings it out of the air. Really bad goal kick that one. Gashi comes forward with it. He's got Alabe on the right. Lays it through to Paulo Cesar. Paulo Cesar to the byline. Brings it back. Osmani with a header. And it's 2 clear goals now. 3-1 to Folkestone. And we're going to make our 3rd and final substitution, which is going to be Jan Volta on that yellow card for Bradley Mayhair. The game should be pretty wrapped up now. Sorry for cancelling that replay again. But yeah, 15 minutes to go. 3-1 up. Stilp catches the cross. And he's taking his time here. It's going to go long. Obviously, there's nothing short. Larouk is beaten in the air by Gashi, but picks up the loose ball. Eric out to the right-hand side for Bournemouth for Reese. Reese comes forward, gets around Mayhair, and Pacor's there. Gets his 2nd of the game. And he's not a bad striker. 6'6" as well. He's going to be very good being that tall with those sorts of attributes. Going to be very good. An assist from Reese. Oh, it's been reviewed. He's offside. 3-1. Into the final couple of minutes, we get a corner. Paulo Cesar ball in. Firmino! He gets his 5th goal of the season. It's a lovely header from the corner. Paulo Cesar, the substitute, has winged in, walloped in, crossed in, swerved in. A wonderful corner. And it's just run from the back post, unmarked, easy header. 4-1. And that's very nice. Puts us back up into 3rd position. Like I say, top 4 is all we need in case we don't win the Champions League this year. We've got to be back in it for next year, so top 4 is what we're aiming for. But yes, lovely stuff. So transfer deadline day was incredibly quiet. Bournemouth were beaten soundly 4-1 and we go back into 3rd position, which is good stuff. As I said, we'll be back for that 2nd leg against Atletico Madrid in the 1st knockout stand. So we didn't get an easy draw, but we didn't get the toughest draw in the Champions League either. So if we just go and have a look, this is what it looks like. Benfica play Chelsea, Tottenham Bayern Munich, Leverkusen Inter, PSG Roma, Leipzig Madrid, Barcelona Schalke, Liverpool Juventus and Madrid Folkestone. Liverpool Juventus probably the standout tie in that one. But we will be back playing all these games offline and we'll come back for Madrid and Leeds United to see how we can do. It should be quite good. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.